All right, guys. I wanted to try something different. I usually do a lot of, I guess, videos and vlogging and things of that sort. Kind of just showing you where I'm going, different countries and stuff like that. But I watch a lot of reaction videos, and um, it's a some of it is very interesting. So I figured I'd give it a try. I figured I'd dip my toe into it and see if I could be successful at it or not. So this is my first reaction video. Um, I was looking at a few videos and I saw this one. It's actually pretty interesting. It's actually I guess passport bros from a woman's standpoint. She actually came to Thailand and found a husband here. Actually found love here. So um, it's it's a little different, but I think yeah, I think it's true that you can take advice from her, be man or woman. You can take advice from her and kind of add it to your life, and hopefully that'll get you some success. So this is you know advice from someone that actually kind of went through it. So without further ado, I'll play the video and we'll see what she says. All right.
Some advice to passport bros coming from a passport sis, because I came to Thailand over 10 years ago and I fell in love my first day here in Koh Samui with my husband, who is Thai. I was never planning on coming here to meet a man, but that's what ended up happening. So
All right. So um, I think that's some good advice. I would say if you're going to visit somewhere, that's great. I mean, visit as many places as you can. Um, save your money, invest, do what you got to do. But I would say don't just go to another country just looking for women or in her case a man. You know, go to another country just because you want to you want to see the culture, you want to see the people, you want to meet people, different people of different backgrounds and stuff like that. You want to taste the food and just see the atmosphere. If you can find somebody, that's great, but that should come after you visit the place and just see what that country has to offer. So proceed.
So a lot of men, they come here and they're hoping to meet a woman who's more feminine and more will fulfill that, I guess, the feminine role that they're looking for. And that is what I was attracted to my husband, not the feminine role, but I was attracted to my husband Watt because he was very masculine. When we would go out, he was very extremely protective of me. I felt safe. I loved that feeling of feeling like, wow, this is a masculine man who would kick somebody or kill somebody if they hurt me. I love that.
All right, so this is a woman that actually likes. It's actually a woman that likes masculine guys, and it's unfortunate, but in the West, you see a lack of that. You hear women saying that, I want a masculine man, I want a masculine this, I want a guy to take charge, and all that good stuff. He takes the lead, and so on, and so on, and so on. But when they find a guy like that, now all of a sudden he's controlling, narcissistic, yada yada, the whole playbook. So some women say one thing, but they they really don't want that. You basically have to go off their actions, go off of what their history was. Who did they date in the past? What were those guys like in the past? If she's honest with you, hopefully she is. She'll tell you, what she dealt with in the past, and you can move forward with that information. So proceed.
That feeling, and he's always been so protective of me and wouldn't hesitate to knock someone out if I was in danger, and I didn't always feel that in past relationships. And I think there is an imbalance in the West, or coming from an American perspective, of the role of men and women. And personally, I have been in work situations where I felt like I didn't get the same advantages as men, but I didn't stay in those businesses in that work environment long. I would find another job, and I have always used being a woman to my advantage. And I think there's
Well, she said it. I think a lot of some women think that you know there's guys holding them back from opportunities and stuff like that, but in the West is actually kind of the opposite. um, there's a lot of opportunities for women in the West, and in some cases there are a lot more for women than men. So, but this is evidence from a woman that's saying it. And if she, like she said, if she felt like that, she felt like she didn't have opportunities, then she would go to another job or another location or whatnot. So proceed.
There's a lot of advantages to being a woman, and I've never focused on being a victim because of my gender. And I have a successful YouTube channel where I get a lot of comments, and most of them are good, but I do get a lot of negative comments. And I noticed that a lot of the negative comments were from women, and women need to take responsibility for that. Why we feel like we need to tear another woman down, maybe because we see that she has something that we don't have, or because of jealousy. A lot of the misogyny actually comes from other women and not from men. It's important to not blame other people for our problems, to take responsibility and take ownership and know that we can find a solution and that we can overcome. And if you have that mindset, that's going to work to your advantage. Now, for relationships, relationship wise, if you come and you meet a person of another culture, like I met a Thai man, you have to realize that there's going to be huge cultural differences.
And this is good advice for men and for women. Just knowing that, or let me say this, from I guess from my experiences, um, coming from the States and coming from the U.S. It's very different. You can't come over here or anywhere thinking that you can bring your you know I guess your views and your how you act over here from you bring your westernized attitudes and personalities and stuff like that over here, because things are different. You have to adjust to the culture, you have to adjust to the people, you have to be flexible. You can't just think that, oh, well, I'm from this area and this is how things should be. This is how things will be, because you'll be you'll be disappointed a lot, and you'll be alone a lot. So that's just something to keep in mind.
The biggest issues in relationships is trust and communication. And the trust, you should be able to deal with that kind of soon. Like, you can see if someone is trustworthy, and you don't want to be with a cheater, and you should look at their family. Like, is their mom a cheater? Is their dad a cheater? Their brother and sister? Like, do they come from a family that is faithful? Or their friends, are they surrounded by friends who have a history of cheating? Do they have a history of cheating? Then communication, that's really hard, to be honest, to learn how to communicate, because Southeast Asians, they don't communicate the same way as Americans, as your
Okay. Some of that can be true, but you can kind of see that anywhere. I've met people here, of Thai, Filipino, um, everywhere I've been. There's some people that don't communicate well. There's some people that do communicate well. I think a lot of times it kind of depends on the person, or just kind of like for me, um, it kind of just depends on who you are. Some people, they speak to me, other people they don't. Maybe it's because because I'm a bigger black guy. Um, some people are intimidated by that, but um, it just depends on the person, I would say. But she kind of has a point.
Europeans, because they tend to be in the now. They don't like to talk about the past, and they don't really like to focus too much on the future. It's much more of the Buddhist mindset of living in the now. But that shouldn't stop you from having a successful relationship. The biggest challenge for me was that I'm a deep thinker, and I like long conversations, and I like to talk about the world and what. My husband is just different. My husband is a simple man, and I can't have those types of conversations with him. But you know what? I am able to explain complex things to him in a simple way. And that's been good for me and for my brain, and to learn how to break things down simply. And he can give me wise advice on his perspective of that. But what I've done is that I've actively gone out and sought friends, good friends, friends who aren't going to drag me into drinking and drugs, friends who are loyal and who have my back. And you have to do that continuously as an
And yeah, I would say that, it's good to find friends here that kind of have the um, I guess a lot of things in common with you, that are on the same page with you. Like, since I've been here, I found a lot of friends that um, from different countries, America also, that they we all kind of have the same thing in mind. We all have the same goals. We all have we kind of come from similar things. So um, it's been good because when I first got here, you know I didn't really, people talk to me, but not as much as I'd liked. So it was good, when I first got here, to meet people from other places, or from the States, from America, that kind of felt the same way, kind of had the same talking points and the same ideals and stuff like that, because it really goes a long way. It really goes a long way. At least until learn the culture, learn the people, and things of that sort. So
expat if you decide to live in another country, because you're going to always have people coming and going, and that's the reality of it. So it can be very lonely, but as long as you have love in your relationship and you love that person, you can make it work.
all right, so it was actually it was a good video. And like I said, this is my first reaction video, so um, just testing the waters, seeing how everything is, seeing how it goes. I'll try to make some more reaction videos. Just let me know in the comment section what you think. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you think I should make more reaction videos, if you're like, oh well, I don't like reaction videos. Just film the country, film people, film food. Um, all opinions are welcome. So whatever you feel, if you think I should make some more, please let me know. Um, like I said, also, please give a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will be back to make more videos shortly. Till next time, see you guys later.